9:27. Let's go to the Zoom room where we've got Andrew Yusov standing by. And remember, we had interviewed these asylum seekers. I want to say it was last month, right? And they had told us that they were going to be starting a hunger strike, and so we really wanted to catch up with them, and as they are in the midst of this hunger strike now. So we're up on the Zoom room. Good morning. Are you Andrew?
Andrew.
Or whoever's going to talk, that's fine.
Hi,
Oh,
hi.
Hi.
I am Andrew. Unfortunately, I am not a very English talker, so I have a guy who can speak with you and explain some issue. Okay?
Thank you,
Okay.
Andrew. Thank you.
Okay,
Who's the
thank
guy?
you.
What's his name?
Hello, my name is Fedor Simonov, and I'm here to prove my point and explain why that hunger strike was declared. You hear me?
We can hear you,
hear
yes.
you.
So you're currently in the middle of this hunger strike. Where are you guys at right now?
Now people they hungry, they still in hunger because it's a terrible humanitarian situation. I just have my statement to show you and to explain, because the situation absolutely people don't understand, and it's very sad. What we have some responses from lawyers, from local leaders, but really they don't understand. Can I just read my statement to you, please?
Sure,
Yes.
sure. Yeah.
So, first of all, in United States Declaration of Independence of July 4th, 1776, says, "We hold this truth to be self-evident, what all men are created equal, what they are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness." The Universal Declaration of Human Rights, 1948, sets on Article 13, everyone has right to freedom of movement, which follows before Article 14. Everyone has right to seek an asylum and enjoy in other countries but this form of procedure. These two unalienable rights are explicitly stated in preamble of the Declaration. Such measures are taken in order to save people from fear and need. And what we have now in Guam, people declare hunger strike because people are in really dangerous situation and very, very difficult humanitarian situation. People, they was plunged to homelessness, to jobless, to hopelessness with that process, and it's a real terrible situation. And in accordance to civil code of federal regulations 235, all passengers are required to go through pre-inspection process to go to United States from Guam. It's for all people and for all, even for citizens, but they hold us here and declare what people in asylum pending status is admissible aliens. And you know my point, what is wrong, because their treatments and their conventions, even basic human rights declaration of Human Rights, it says it's inalienable rights, and in the United States especially, because that country was formed in that principles. And really to say it's strange, because in the Immigration and Naturalization Act, it says 45 days to conduct an interview and 180 days to issue their decision. They can approve or deny that people, and they can go to different country and seek asylum in different country. But here people stuck in humanitarian needs, and it's very sad, and people declare hunger strike. And some of people, they have suicidal depression, and it's real very sad. And I ask United States government to help those people, and especially in Refugee Convention 1951 and the protocol that gives the government discretionary powers to grant the form of international protection. But according to Convention Against Torture, it says the provision assistance to victims of torture is mandatory requirement. And according to Article 14, governments are obliged to take prompt measures to rehabilitate victims of torture. And some of people here is victim of torture. You know, after that persecution in Russia is real terrible kleptocracy they have, and people still suffer incredible fear for that, and people still have that mental issues, physical issues, and they need help. But in Guam, medical needs of people cannot be satisfied. You know, even locals people, they go to mainland, they go to different countries, and they cannot be granted any permission. And the burden to be granted advance parole is very high, and it's possible to be granted to go to different country. And it's absolutely hopelessness, and they call government, United States government, to grant one-time admission to the United States for that people, and also for me, because also my situation is terrible. I need surgery with my nasopharynx. I'm disabled, I'm in wheelchair, you see, and it's terrible. I just stuck here, and the situation is desperate, and I ask your help from local government to send that request to federals. And I tell my story. Thank you very much for hearing. If you have a question, you can ask.
We're okay. We just wanted to get your story out there. And again, these are asylum seekers out of Russia who are they're seeking asylum, and the process is stretched out into years. We did have Juan Carlos Benitez, who's an immigration attorney, on briefly. He's actually coming on tomorrow about some other stuff. So maybe we can, what is that they say? Circle back and get more details from him on that. We're going to take a break, and we're coming back with Malia Ramirez, who is the Guam historian, next right here on The Link. Good morning.
Get the job done the right way by getting the right stuff at East West Rental Center. With years of experience helping builders, we definitely got what you need. Call 646-1463 or visit us in Upper